Safety becoming a concern for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's one thing we definitely got to start talking about here as we get into, you know what I mean, the injury status of C.J. Gardner-Johnson. We are approaching 30 days until kickoff out there in Brazil. The Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers, and I got some special treats for y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Hey, yo, man, we back. We back in effect. I know y'all remember these. I know you remember these very, very well. The version 2s are about to be available this afternoon or whatever the case may be, depending on your time zone, via the print champs. The big print champs in the building. The version 2 Hurt Season hats are available. And you know what I mean? My gift to y'all, man, y'all been so supportive. Y'all been holding me down. My gift to y'all is that with any purchase of a Hurt Season hat, we definitely going to give you these 3 tees that you see, you know what I mean, in this graphic for 50% off. 50% off. You buy a hat, you get one of the t-shirts 50% off. You know the vibes with that. And you know what, man? We're going to make everything on the store 15% off before the kick of the season. You get your iconic 22 bird shirts, you know what I'm saying? Ski Mask Howie, everything on the website that belong to LB. You know what I mean? It will be 15% off, but these shirts 50% off with the purchase of the hat. So let's get into it. I think Wink messy, man. I think Wink Martindale is messy. He acting like Vlad TV. That's messy. You know, so the talk of the town right now is surrounding Jalen Hurts, as it should. One of the faces of the NFL. You seen many Olympics commercial, but the talk of the town right now is Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? Having one of the best practices in Eagles history, 158 consecutive completions. But that ain't what I'm really trying to talk about. There's so much good surrounding Jalen Hurts. But the talk of the town right now is that, you know, Jalen Hurts, I think last year, week 15 or whatever it was, reached out to the Giants defensive coordinator, Wink Martindale, for some advice.
Key piece of advice that Wink gave you that kind of you could take into this season?
I'm curious to see where is this coming from randomly, this Wink stuff.
There was a report from ESPN this morning that said he contacted him.
Before the Bucs game.
Something so long ago. Why is that relevant now?
I didn't write it.
First we heard it.
Out today.
Yeah.
Who wrote it?
I wrote it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why is that relevant now?
Why is it relevant?
Yeah.
Trying to give proper context from what happened last season so we have a better understanding of where we are now.
Okay. Well, I think for certain things, you know, I appreciate what you guys do and everything you guys bring the attention and sometimes the understanding. I think sometimes people are only able to know what they understand. Sometimes people don't know what they don't know. But in that regard, you know, I think, you know, where we are is you have reports and you have rumors and then you have reality. And, you know, we're in reality right now. And we got different people doing different things, and we have different responsibilities in their natural nature, but ultimately we're just attacking it day by day, you know, and this team is putting the best foot forward in effort and intensity, and it's really being a team and being together, you know, and that's been my whole entire message, this whole entire training camp and this whole off season. And so, you know, it's been a good journey so far, and, you know, I think, you know, my natural nature is to because I don't know about. But my natural nature is to block out the external factors because I think it comes a point where sometimes you question so much and the negativity becomes redundant. So this team is one of those teams that's going to do that, especially with the things that we've been able to experience. And it is a proper development. You know, it was a developing time. It was a time of development for us, and that's something we learn from.
You know what I mean? And then, like, if you're emotional when you hear that, it might make you look at it a little different. You know what I mean? But if you could remove yourself from what's really going on and understand what's really at play here, you would look at that differently. You know what I'm saying? You would have a different outlook on that because that's some GOAT level type of stuff, if you ask me. Reaching out to a good defensive coordinator who was able to exploit one of your weaknesses as a 25-year-old passer in the National Football League is saying, I want to be Brady. I want to be a GOAT. I want to be one of the greatest to ever play the position. So I'm not mad at Jalen Hurts for reaching out to him. I'm not mad at him. And Wink also, you know what I mean, from his report, expressed that he saw weaknesses in the offensive line, and that's why he decided to attack the Philadelphia Eagles. Why he attacked the way that they attacked us in that week when we lost to the Giants. Again, we absolutely should have won. You know what I mean? But when Jalen Hurts, when it was time to correct the deficiencies, everything was pretty much a wrap. We got massacred by the Buccaneers the next week in the postseason or whatever have you. But still, trying to get better. And Wink was blown away by that, man. He never had a player reach out to him. He said during his whole tenure, even coaching college, he's never had a player that was able to humble himself and reach out to him in that magnitude. But this is my issue with it right here. First of all, my issue is with people thinking that it's an issue. You know what I mean? That's my issue. Guys are saying, well, what's going on in Philadelphia? You got two quarterbacks. They both had problems with the head coach, this, that, and the third. First of all, the media in Philadelphia is extremely toxic. They're here. The media in Philadelphia is there to do a job. They there to do a job. You know what I'm saying? They are there to do a job. And some of them guys who are media or whatever, they be talking, they be mentioning LB. And I'm telling you, your time coming. Your time is coming, man. Your time is coming to get put on the skewer. I gotta find the timestamp. They told me you're talking. I just gotta find a timestamp. And I'm gonna make you into a movie real quick, coming real soon. But the problem with the media is that it's real toxic over there. They do this for a paycheck. When content creators, their motivation is the team, passion. Their motivation is being a fan first, not trying to stir up controversy. So when Jalen Hurts asks, why is this resurfacing now? What are you getting out of bringing this to the table now? I think that's a valid question for the media to have to, answer, whatever the case may be. But, you got to think of the constant. What's the one constant with issues that happens with quarterbacks over the last couple years, quarterbacks and head coaches? It's the media, because it's a new head coach and a new quarterback there. Carson and Doug ain't there, so you can't talk about that no more. You know what I'm saying? Now this is Sirianni and Jalen Hurts, and they are riding around in a golf cart together having a grand old time. But the outside world is saying that this is an issue. The outside world being the Philadelphia media. That's point one. You know what I mean? When do we start holding the media accountable? Because why are you even making that a story right now? We got a preseason game. I don't even think Wink got a job right now. Why is that a story right now? That's issue number one. And Jalen said it better. You know what I mean? Issue number two is, why is Wink talking about it? Why is Wink clout chasing like that? Why is Wink trying to get clout off of one of a bright young star reaching out to him? Why is Wink doing that? I think that's corny, man. I don't think that's what you're supposed to do if somebody is trying to look up to get information. I think that's weird. That's not how you mold the generation to come. You don't tell them you don't tell they secrets, or you don't tell, oh, he reached out for me for help or this, that, and the third. You don't tell that. That's supposed to be between you and Jalen. That's a player potentially, you know what I mean, that he could throw your hat in the ring if we ever looking for some type of a linebacker coach or something. He could throw your hat in the ring for that. But being as though you decided to be messy, you might not never get that call again from Jalen Hurts or any other athlete pertaining to advice on how to get their game right. So I think that's where Wink went wrong, man. I think Wink did the wrong thing with that one, man. You got to be better as an old head or as an OG that some of these players look at. I think he went wrong right there. You know what I mean? That you got to handle that different if you Wink. You got to hold that, and you got to move gracefully, man. You got to move gracefully. Don't use it as a piece, or don't use it as information to stir the pot to use the top rated quarterback by his peers for clout. You know what I'm saying? To use the guy that's the ambassador for Olympics in 2028 for clout. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. And I feel like that was a clout chasing move, man. But all in all, man, camp has been great for Jalen Hurts. It appears that he's learning a lot. He's pulling a lot from a lot of different places and things of that nature. So, I'm happy for Jalen Hurts and his maturity. Also, happy birthday to the QB1. Happy birthday to Himothy. Happy birthday to the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy, Jalen Hurts. But, at the end of the day, man, I can't wait for Friday. I want to see what these guys learned, and I want to see what the Philadelphia Eagles are looking to do when it comes to the safety position. I ain't really heard nothing about the Justin Simmons thing. It's a lot of speculation, but if you know the Philadelphia Eagles, that's the type of move that's right in our wheelhouse. That's in our job jar. We go out there and we get players that are underappreciated. We do things like that. So he's a free agent. I heard he had a visit today with I think it might have been Seattle, but I don't think he by week one he gonna be on the team. is Justin Simmons. It is what it is. But, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man, about this situation with Wink Martindale and all of that stuff, man.